So first of all, I'd like to welcome everyone here from the Blue Dot Network Executive Consultation Group, from the participants of the Infrastructure Governance Conference, and then also those of you who are following the proceedings online. Welcome you to the Blue Dot Network certification ceremony, the first ever. I'm very pleased now to give the floor to Deputy Secretary General Mary Beth Goodman.
Good morning, everyone. I am truly very excited to be here. This has been a milestone in the making, and I am thrilled that all of you are here with us as well. The first, but certainly not last, certification ceremony for the Blue Dot Network. Just a short year ago, we gathered to celebrate the launch of the Blue Dot Network Secretariat. And now, truly my pleasure to celebrate with you the first 4 BDN certified projects at our ceremony today. Quality infrastructure is about transforming people's lives for the better through enhanced access to economic opportunities and improved well-being. The basic principles describing quality infrastructure investment were set out by the G20 in 2019 under the leadership of the Japanese presidency. The Blue Dot Network then translates these principles into project-level certification. A Blue Dot Network certification recognizes a project that is environmentally and socially sustainable, resilient, transparent, and economically efficient. It provides a trusted, global recognized symbol to investors and other stakeholders that an infrastructure project meets high standards and has identified and addressed key risks. Today, we are here to recognize 4 exceptional projects that have met these global standards. Each of these projects, which are the first ever in the world to receive the Blue Dot certification, these projects stand out because of their positive transformational impact on local communities, economic development, and job creation. These projects include a 5.4 kilometer undersea road tunnel linking the European and Asian continents, enhancing connectivity and improving productivity by saving commuters, over 23 million hours each year. Turkey has the distinction of receiving the first BDN certification. A concession that provides clean drinking water and sanitation to over 10 million people while restoring ecosystems and creating 8,000 jobs in the local community. This is our second certification. Brazilians in Rio de Janeiro will have a prolonged, multifaceted benefit from this project. The third project, a subsea telecommunications cable that ensures digital resilience for a small island state, where outages could shut down hospitals and schools, while safeguarding sensitive marine ecosystems. The importance of digital connectivity in today's world cannot be understated. And for citizens of Palau, this project truly is a lifeline to connect to the broader world. Our fourth project, an international airport that serves 40 million passengers each year, while minimizing consumption of energy and water and reusing 75% of the solid waste that is generated. This project in Colombia may sound too good to be true to those of us who frequent airports, but it sets a new global standard for airport sustainability efforts worldwide. This is what quality infrastructure looks like: cleaner, greener, safer, more efficient, economically transformative, and built to last. Today's ceremony marks a pivotal shift from principle to practice. With the partnership of 3 leading certification bodies, Bureau Veritas, SGS, and Ricardo, the Blue Dot Network is now fully up and running, certifying projects on the ground, recognizing quality infrastructure projects with real-world impacts, from climate resilience to digital inclusion, from water security to energy access. In doing so, it takes us one step closer to ensuring that infrastructure investment gap is closed by recognizing quality, by providing trusted verifications, by informing markets with streamlined data and aligning major infrastructure actors to get deals done. Collaboration is at the heart of the Blue Dot Network. International collaboration is reflected in our steering committee, which is made up of 7 countries. And I would like to very much thank Australia, Japan, Spain, Switzerland, Turkey, the United Kingdom, and the United States for exceptional commitment to helping build the Blue Dot Network. We also have private-public collaboration that is reflected in our executive consultation group, which is comprised of 200 stakeholders across the infrastructure ecosystem. This includes investors, developers, contractors, civil society, and trade unions. And I would like to thank all of you for your time in helping to build better standards for quality infrastructure. And thank you for being here today or for joining us online. Collaboration also extends to individual projects. As you all know, quality infrastructure projects require an array of skills, technology, and financing. It is often only through collaboration, particularly at the international level, that we can assemble the best ingredients, be it capital, know-how, or political will. As you will hear in a moment, this collaboration underpins the success of each of these certified projects we are recognizing today. We will hear, for instance, how Turkish and South Korean companies collaborated to connect the European and Asian continents, how Singaporean investor is helping to ensure clean drinking water in Brazil, and how 3 OECD countries, Australia, Japan, and the United States, collaborated to ensure that an island nation became more connected and more resilient. In each case, the BDN is highlighting these collaboration stories in order to help institutional investors find quality projects, to recognize the efforts of sustainable developers, and to point to concrete steps governments can take to narrow the infrastructure gap. We are truly grateful to all of you who are helping to provide, grow, develop, and promote this initiative worldwide. This ceremony is absolutely not the end of a process. It is the beginning of something much bigger. As certifications are awarded today, let them serve as both recognition and invitation. Recognition of the high standards achieved and an invitation for others to join this community of certified projects, to learn from their innovative practices, to explore opportunities for investment, and to raise their ambitions. We look forward to seeing the Blue Dot Network become a global mark of infrastructure that delivers quality for communities, for economies, and for our collective future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Deputy Secretary General. And as the Deputy Secretary General mentioned, this is very much thanks to the vision and leadership of the 7 steering committee countries. And we'd like to thank the ambassadors and deputy permanent representatives who are with us today in support of this, as well as a number of other members of council who have really been great partners to the Blue Dot Network. Our steering committee of the Blue Dot Network met earlier this week to chart the vision forward for Blue Dot Network. And we also handed over the chairmanship of this group to the Swiss government. And so I'd like to thank the ambassador of Switzerland, Madame Coudray-Moreau, to say a couple of words. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Let me also say how delighted I am to be part of this milestone moment in the history of the Blue Dot Network. In this context, and as mentioned, it is also a great honor for Switzerland to assume the chairmanship of the BDM for the coming year, a responsibility that we took over from the United States, which I would like to warmly thank for your work, for your leadership in bringing the BDN where it stands today. Of course, we see our role not in isolation, but in close collaboration with the other BDN governing member, in particular Australia, Japan, Spain, Turkey, and the United Kingdom. We take on this responsibility with enthusiasm, as you can imagine, and we look forward to working closely with our fellow member countries, but of course also with the BDN Secretariat and with the private sector, which is so important to further promote and develop this important initiative. We remain convinced of the continued relevance of the G20 principle for quality infrastructure investment, as it was mentioned by DSG, Mrs. Goodman. The global infrastructure financing gap, particularly in emerging and in developing countries, is larger than ever. In this context, the mobilization of private sector financing is of utmost importance, especially in a context where the public finances are become really stretched. The upcoming 4th International Conference on Financing for Development that will take place in Sevilla in early July will certainly also provide some valuable inputs for the work of the BDN network. Private capital will only flow if projects are designed and implemented in a way that limits risk for investor, but that also guarantees long-term value. This is where quality becomes key. Only high-quality infrastructure can ensure sustainable services, mitigate climate risk, and offer the best overall value for government, but also for the citizens. It is extremely encouraging for me to see the Blue Dot Network truly gaining momentum. Just 1 year ago, I was here, you were probably also here, to mark the launch of the pilot phase of the Blue Dot Network. And since then, tremendous work has been made. A robust methodology with a set of tools has been developed. The BDN Secretariat has been staffed with outstanding expertise, and I would like to thank you for your work. And the first 4 projects have successfully received certification, and that is the purpose of our gathering today. The projects that have been certified are transformational with outsized development impact, representing different regions. This was also mentioned: Turkey, Brazil, the Republic of Palau, and Colombia, and also representing different sectors which are extremely important for the economic development, such as transport, ICT, and water and sanitation. Let me congratulate in particular the sponsor of the first certified project. You have shown a pioneering spirit. Really well done. The growing pipeline of projects awaiting certification, I heard that there are around 20 projects in the pipeline, which is great, as well as many other projects who have already expressed an interest in BDN. All that is also a testament to the progress of the BDN. We are confident that BDN will continue to grow quickly and steadily, building on the solid foundation that we have today. As you can see, there is a real momentum surrounding the BDN right now, and we would like to encourage all of you to spread the word, to identify and submit eligible projects, and to join us in writing the next chapter of the BDN success story. Thank you for your attention, and above all, thank you for your continued engagement and support to the BDN initiative. Thank you very much.
So we're getting closer to the main event. We have today 4 exceptional projects that really are helping to define what it means to be a quality infrastructure project. Taking these principles to practice is really what it will take to close the infrastructure financing gap. And so the projects that you're about to see are really going to lead by example. This is the signal of standard, streamlined data of what quality infrastructure projects mean, which markets are looking for in order to ensure that there is this pipeline of investable projects. These 4 projects, in addition to being exemplars in and of themselves, were also real contributors to the development of the Blue Dot Network certification framework. Because what we wanted to do was to demonstrate that projects across a range of geographic locations and also size and sector were all able to respond to the criteria of the Blue Dot Network framework. So their ability to do so, as well as the feedback that they gave us in order to improve and strengthen the framework with the help of our executive consultation group, has really been invaluable. So thank you for that. I'd also like to thank our new chair and vice chair of the Blue Dot Network executive consultation group. So we have Philippe Valahou and Christopher Reeves, who are here with us today. That group has really shown that the support of the private sector is essential to make Blue Dot Network impactful. So thank you very much. And then finally, I'd like to thank the three certification bodies, Bureau Veritas, SGS, and Ricardo, because this has been a learning journey working with them. Their professionalism, their expertise, their on-the-ground capacity has really helped Blue Dot Network also to be able to strengthen its methodology, to be able to improve the certification process so that it doesn't create a burden on projects that are asking for certification. We know that in order for certification to make a difference in attracting private finance, that it needs to be streamlined, standardized, and of the strongest independence and quality. And I think we've achieved that today. So with that, I'd like to invite our first certified project, the Eurasia Tunnel. And so I will invite up onto the stage Mr. Bashar Areolu, Mr. David Lee, Ambassador Esen Altug, Ambassador Sandy Choi, Barak Aikan, Director General from the Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure, Director Yalchin Ayigun, also from the Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure, and Murat Sidem and Jaren from the Eurasia Tunnel. Please. That network certification class, which I'm very pleased to present to the Eurasia Tunnel. So I'd now like to invite Mr. Bashar Areolu, the chairman of Yapi Merkezi, to say a few words on behalf of the Eurasia Tunnel.
Thank you, Edwin. Excellencies, delegates, OECD and BDN officials, Eurasia Tunnel project stands as an exemplary model of our commitment to quality, sustainability, and responsible governance. With the certificate presented today, the project's high standard practices have also been formally recognized on an international scale. This achievement reflects not only the experience and passion for innovation of the builders that brought the Eurasia Tunnel to life, but also the strength of collaboration among all project stakeholders. The Blue Dot Network certification is not only a milestone for the Eurasia Tunnel itself, but also a meaningful recognition of Türkiye's capacity for sustainable project development. From the public institutions to contractors, subcontractors, and material suppliers, this success demonstrates our country's ability to align with international standards in a tangible way. As the Eurasia Tunnel, we are proud to be one of the first projects to carry the flag of the Blue Dot Network. Beyond successfully delivering such a major infrastructure in Türkiye, We are also honored to represent it on an international stage. We firmly believe that the Blue Dot Network will play a vital role in expanding development of high-quality infrastructure for both our planet and future generations, and we look forward to witnessing its continuous growth. Finally, I would like to close with a series of heartfelt acknowledgements. First, we extend our deepest gratitude to the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructure of the Republic of Türkiye, the project owner, for its vision and leadership in both conceiving and realizing this project. We also thank the General Directorate of Infrastructure Investments for their unwavering support throughout every phase of our work, especially supporting the project in aligning with the principles of the Blue Dot Network. I also acknowledge our project partner, SK Ecoplant from Korea, whose crucial role in project financing and steadfast support for our shared high ideals have made them an essential and undeniable part of this success. Next, I extend my sincerest thanks to the countless nameless heroes behind this project, especially our own talented team members. With their expertise, energy, and devotion, they made this project possible and so successful, taking it from the initial ideas to an indispensable, well-operated infrastructure serving the people of Istanbul today. Finally, of course, heartfelt thanks to BDN for recognizing the sincerity of our efforts on such an important platform. Thank you.
So the Eurasia Tunnel is a successful example both of international cooperation between South Korea and Türkiye. It's also an excellent example of a very successful PPP project that has delivered incredible economic results, including an estimated 2 billion in economic benefits. And so we'd like to invite the Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure to say a few words, starting with Mr. Yalçın Ayıgün.
Good morning, everybody. Honorable ambassadors, dear excellencies, distinguished participants. First of all, I greet you all. Our tunnel, Eurasia Tunnel, is in service more than 8 years so far. It connects not only both sides of Istanbul, but also connects 2 continents, Europe and Asia. You can take in 4 minutes from one continent to the other without visa. If we compare the other alternatives, because we have bridges between 2 sides of Istanbul, in the peak hours, you can take this continent passage a minimum 60 minutes, 1 hour or 1.5 hours and more. This is a great advantage it gives the user via this way, because 1/5 or 1/6 of the limitation of the consumption of the fuel is possible. Of course, the cities can the most advantage by using railway system. We are constructing, of course, for the city of Istanbul railways networks, but also it is another obligation to use your cars in any case for as million cars a day. That's why it is very important to give the alternative and environmental friendly alternative. It is Eurasia Tunnel. We definitely see that our project is financially feasible, financially useful for the public, for the state, because up to now 159 million vehicles has used it. Every day 80,000 vehicles use and more than 300,000 people. Of course, it is just based on the mathematical or feasibility study based point of view. But it is not only economically feasible, because more importantly, maybe it should be emphasized that that's also produces great benefits in terms of its contribution to the environment. In this respect, we are very proud of our project. We hope to carry out many projects similar to Eurasia Tunnel, respect and protect the environment. At the end, I respectfully greet you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And I have to say that the Eurasia Tunnel really is an engineering marvel and a testament to the skills of Turkish contractors who work around the world. And it also shows that the Blue Dot Network certification is open to all countries, both OECD and non-OECD. And in fact, Türkiye is the most recent member of the Blue Dot Network. And so I'd like to invite Director General Burak Aykan, who represents Türkiye in the Blue Dot Network Steering Committee, to say a few words.
Thank you, and good morning to all, dear Deputy Secretary General and the dear Chairman of our Steering Committee and the dear ambassadors and the distinguished guests. It is my pleasure to address to you today on the occasion of this ceremony. And I would like to draw your attention to two main points. And firstly, of course, like other countries in our country, there is no any authority which is responsible for all type of infrastructure. And that's why one of your authorities should take their responsibility to coordinate this program in your country. And we have established a national coordination committee because I'm from the Ministry of Transport. We are not responsible for investing the hospitals and the health sector. And that's why it is very important. And we can say just to it and join to us on that one. And the second point is, the BDN is not just about the certification of the infrastructure, and it is about redefining our future. And of course, I'm coming from the transport sector, and I would like to give one example to you. And based on the latest improvements in the transport corridors, lack of enough sea level, for example, Panama Channel, and some difficulties in the Red Sea, and that's why everybody recognizes we should enhance the land transportation capacity, which means we need the additional more and more infrastructure on the land. And that's why we should coordinate based on not on the economic side, but also our future. And that's why we give the utmost importance to this program to finalize the global coordination and to take our action more and more. Also, we are talking about not only low carbon, but also unlocks the greater investors' confidence across the cross-border supply chain. And this perspective, we can say with the BDN, we are not just laying tracks or paving roads, we are laying the foundation for a transport future that is green, trusted, and built to last. And finally, I would like to congratulate all companies and the member states which have the certified projects. And thank you very much for organizing this fruitful meeting and the ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and congratulations again to the Eurasia Tunnel colleagues. I'd next like to draw your attention to our second project that has received Blue Dot Network certification, and that is the Águas do Rio project. So I'd like to invite onto the stage Ms. Adriana Albanese, Mr. Guillaume Caixeta, Ambassador Joaquim Pena, Ambassador Francis Hooper, and Mr. Nicolas Brul. Please come up onto the stage. So while they're coming up, I just wanted to say that one of the reasons I love working with the Blue Dot Network is because it's about people. And so there's a reason why we have Brazil, the UK, and France on this stage, because Águas do Rio is a rich collaboration that spans borders. We have the project sponsor, Ageia Saneamento from Brazil. We have the certification entity, Bureau Veritas. We have investors, including GIC, the Singaporean Sovereign Wealth Fund, and the member of our executive consultation group. And it was the GIC which originally brought this project to our attention. It's received financing from BNDES, the Brazilian National Development Bank, IDB Invest, and also benefits from guarantees from Poparco, the French Agence Française pour le Développement financing arm, the UK government via the Sustainable Infrastructure Project. And so that's why it really takes this international group to make a project of such impact work, because it's bringing clean drinking water to 10 million people in the city of Rio. So now I'd like to invite Adriana Albanese to say a few words on behalf of AGEA.
So, well, good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Good morning to the Brazilian ambassador, the Brazilian delegation that is always here, to the Deputy Secretary. Well, on behalf of AEGEA and Águas do Rio, I would like to express our gratitude to the Blue Dot and OECD for awarding us this important certification. This recognition is not only a significant milestone, it's a powerful testament to the collective effort, dedication, and excellence of our entire team of AEGEA and Águas do Rio. It validates the hard work we have invested in delivering a project designed to transform lives of 10 million people in the state of Rio de Janeiro by expanding access to water, to potable drinkable water and sanitation. We could not have reached this point without the support of our shareholders, Equipave, a Brazilian infrastructure group, Itaúsa, and GIC, especially GIC, here represented by Mr. Cacheta, who embraced the long-term vision and transformative potential of this initiative from the very beginning. We are also deeply grateful to our financial partners whose trust and commitment made this project a reality. We extend our special thanks to BNDES, IDB, and Proparco for their crucial role in financing and endorsing this endeavor. This recognition reaffirms our purpose to develop infrastructure that delivers real, measurable benefits to the communities, giving access to potable water, while protect the environment, recovering important ecosystem in Rio de Janeiro, like Lagoa Rodrigo de Freitas and the Guanabara Bay. Thank you once again for this recognition, especially to the BDN team. We remain committed to the principles it represents and to advancing sustainable and inclusive development. Thank you very much.
So congratulations again to all the team that has made Águas do Rio a success. We're now going to cross the globe to another part of the world, which has benefited from infrastructure investment in ways that have really, truly, deeply benefited the people. This is the Palau Subsea Cable, and I'd like to invite onto the stage Mr. Kyobal Sakuma, the chair of the board of BSCC, Ambassador Jun Shimi, Chargé Karen Enstrom, Deputy Ambassador Marcus Wu, and Robin Russell, the former CEO of BSCC. So while they're coming up onto the stage, I'd just like to say that fast and reliable internet connectivity is really a fact of the modern world. And if you don't have it, you get left behind. And so therefore, infrastructure is now playing a role for the lives and the livelihood of citizens. And that yesterday at the executive consultation group, the Palau Subsea Cable, Kyobal, really testified to the importance of connectivity for not only improving the lives of people in Palau, but bringing them back to Palau. And I think that that was really important. The other thing that this project demonstrates is the importance of resilience of infrastructure, because if there is a breakdown in that cable, immediately there is a loss of connectivity that affects services, it affects the work of the people, it affects really every aspect of our existence. And we all know that to be true wherever we are in the world, but it's particularly true for an isolated island country such as Palau. This is also an example of the trilateral partnership for infrastructure investment in Indo-Pacific, which consisted of Australia, Japan, and the United States. So we'd like to thank them for their political leadership in making sure that this happened. And then also NEC of Japan was the supplier of the cable, and DXN of Australia supplied the cable landing station. And this received funding from the Australian Infrastructure Financing Facility for the Pacific, the Japan Bank for International Cooperation, and the Sumitomo Mitsubishi Banking Corporation. So you can see it really takes a whole ecosystem for quality infrastructure to be created. So let me give the certificate to Cobalt. So I think Cobalt also gets the award for coming the furthest to this ceremony. And so we'd like to ask you to say a few words.
Thank you, Edwin, and thank you, Excellencies, ambassadors, steering committee, and OECD members. I think Edwin did a very good job in summarizing the project as a whole, but I'll just kind of briefly touch on a little bit of the importance of this project to our country. We're a tiny, small island developing state in the western corner of the Pacific with a population of less than 20,000 people. And although that may be romantic for visitors and tourists coming to Palau, it presents serious challenges to our communities and our people in remaining connected to the world, in accessing essential services like health, education, and numerous other opportunities that connectivity represents. And so the initial fiber optic cable connected Palau to the world. It made it possible for us to live through COVID and a 2-year shutdown of the entire country. And recognizing that single cables are wonderful in connecting to the world, the need for resiliency and redundancy was paramount. And so we entered into this project with numerous partners who are here today, some who are not, but it really represents the point that was made earlier on collaboration and cooperation. We have limited capacity. We're a small country, but with partners like SMBC, JBIC, AIFFP, USAID, and AusAid on the financing side, and on the sponsor side, the Republic of Palau, the governments of Japan, USA, and Australia. And on the suppliers side, local companies like Surangel & Sons, our project management unit, McCann, BSCC staff, and especially the people of Palau. This would not have been possible. And so I just wanted to thank the Blue Dot Network and OECD for this amazing honor and recognition. And it is truly an honor to be one of the first certified projects for the Blue Dot Network. Thank you.
As I had mentioned earlier, the Palau subsea cable was also one of the pilot projects, which helped us to make sure that the Blue Dot Network certification framework was fit for purpose. This is a state-owned enterprise of a permanent staff of 3 people. They passed with flying colors in terms of responding to the self-assessment and then also the certification process, which was run by Ricardo. And I'd also like to thank Robin Russell, who is really stuck with us, because we know that it's not always easy to go through this extensive, very complete assessment of the project quality, but they did it, and they did it very well. And then actually the biggest news today, because they only knew that they had received Blue Dot Network certification last week, was the El Dorado International Airport. And so I'd like to invite onto the stage Juan Camilo Hoyos, the Chief Legal and Sustainability Officer of OPA, Ambassador Luis Fernando Medina of Colombia, Natalia Rodriguez of OPA, and Laura Correa of Odinsa. Please come up onto the stage. So while they're coming up, I think that the El Dorado Airport does not need an introduction for anyone who has flown through there. It's one of the busiest airports in Latin America, serving 40 million passengers a year. It stands out for both its rapidly growing passenger business as well as its continuous efforts to improve its efficiency and reduce emissions and reduce waste. And I think this is one of the hallmarks of the Blue Dot Network, is that we're looking at the sustainability of infrastructure projects through their life cycle. So it's not enough to just build sustainably, but you have to operate. And so their continuous efforts for improvement, I think, deserve recognition. So this project was certified by SGS, sorry. The project company is OPA, and its major shareholders are Odinsa of Colombia, which is part of the Grupo Argos, and Macquarie Asset Management of Australia. We're thrilled that in spite of the short notice that you were able to come to join us in Paris. Was it BDN or was it Paris? And so we'd like to give you the certificate. So now I'd like to invite Mr. Juan Camilo Hoyos to say a few words on behalf of the El Dorado Airport.
Good morning, everyone. It is a true honor to share this milestone that marks a defining chapter for El Dorado. For OPAIN, El Dorado's concessionaire, obtaining the OECD Blue Dot Network certification represents more than a seal of approval. It is a global recognition of our unwavering commitment to the highest standards of sustainability, transparency, and governance. Our journey toward certification began in 2022 when we applied to join the Blue Dot Network pilot program. However, our engagement dates back even further. Since 2021, through Odinsa, OPAIN's principal shareholder, we have participated in the executive consultation group, contributing directly to design and structure of the certification framework. Today, we are proud to announce that El Dorado is not only the first infrastructure project in Colombia, but also the first airport in the world to receive this prestigious certification. This achievement reflects the strategic vision of our shareholders and board of directors and motivate us to continue striving for excellence. This certification goes beyond acknowledging our internal efforts. It elevates the global importance of sustainable development and reinforces El Dorado's standing as a trusted destination for investment, a leader in responsible infrastructure, and a key player in the international airport industry. It strengthens the confidence of our users, partners, and regulatory authorities by confirming that we meet the most rigorous standards in quality, inclusion, and environmental responsibility. Finally, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to the OECD Blue Dot Network team and also to the certifying entities. Your support, collaboration, and dedication have been fundamental to achieving this significant milestone. We look forward to welcome you all at the best and more sustainable airport in Latin America. Thank you very much.
So congratulations to El Dorado Airport. I hope that all of you are as inspired as I am by the commitment, the innovation, and the impact that these 4 projects have exemplified today. We have in our pipeline, as the Deputy Secretary General mentioned, projects all across the world. There are motorways, there are ports, there are energy, there are water sanitation, and there are airports that have requested Blue Dot Network certification. And we really hope that more projects will join this community of certified quality infrastructure projects around the world. People want to learn more from your experience. They want to understand how you were able to achieve it and how you were able to gain the social, economic, and environmental benefits for your people. If you go onto the Blue Dot Network website, you will see case studies on the 3 projects. El Dorado will come shortly. And as we build up this database of quality infrastructure projects, this becomes a resource and an inspiration to the whole world. I'd like to close by showing you, for those of you who wonder, where does that name Blue Dot come from? This is an image that was taken from the Voyager 1 spacecraft in 1990 as it was leaving the solar system. And so you can see that there's the sunbeam, and in it, there's a pale blue dot, which is the planet Earth viewed from about 6 billion kilometers away. And upon viewing this image, the late astronomer Carl Sagan eloquently expressed the fragility and the beauty of our only planet in the words that you can see there. It's a sentiment that motivates all of us. We only have one blue dot, and it underscores the importance of investing in quality infrastructure. So thanks to all of you again for your support and your commitment to quality infrastructure investments. We really hope to see you next year as we will be able to unveil more Blue Dot Network certified projects. So with this, I'd like to hand over to Paolo Magina, who will be opening the OECD Infrastructure Governance Conference. Thank you again.
Thank you, Edwin, and congratulations on a successful BDN event and week. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2025 Conference on Infrastructure Governance, the last event of the OECD Infrastructure Week. I'm Paolo Magina. I'm the head of the Division for Infrastructure and Public Procurement at OECD, Public Governance Directorate, and I'm very honored to be your Master of Ceremonies for today's conference. And we are delighted to welcome you to the OECD here and to those who are joining online, hopefully hundreds of you. And please note that the English and French interpretation is available, and headsets are available in your chair pockets for those in the room. This conference supports the OECD's high-level approach to enhance and better integrate OECD work on infrastructure. It's a long name, but it means a lot for those of us here at OECD. And it's also supporting the OECD's flagship infrastructure forum, which takes place every 2 years and is hosted by the OECD's Directorate for Public Governance and Financial Affairs and Enterprise. The theme for this year's conference is Roadmap to 2050, Infrastructure for a Changing World. It aims to set a pathway for how countries can improve policy, regulatory, and commercial environments so that infrastructure can play a vital role in helping the international community address the global challenges we all face through to 2050. Our discussions today will cover many topics related to infrastructure governance, such as investing in sustainable infrastructure to meet climate goals, optimizing existing assets, promoting citizens' participation, reforming public investment frameworks, and enhancing the resilience of infrastructure to risks. To officially open the conference, I would like to invite again Mary Beth Goodman, the Deputy Secretary General of the OECD, to the stage.